Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare here with Tsquare Talk. So today, wanted to talk a little bit about a few different things. Normally, I like to do alternate my videos, maybe do a little bit of metal, a little bit of prepping, a little bit about what's going on. But today, it's all hitting at once, literally. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about what happened with silver price today. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the whole diesel shortage. We're going to talk a little bit about why you should be prepping right now. I don't expect it to be a super long video, but I think I want to cover a bunch of these things because I think we're about ready to see a bunch of different aspects take place. Please, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a comment. Leaving me a comment is huge for me because I love reading y'all's comments, and it lets me know what's going on in your area. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. So right off the bat, let's talk about silver. So silver, I woke up this morning. I got lucky. I put in a medium order yesterday. I called up Universal Coin and Bullion, and I apologize. I am right near an Air Force, Navy base, so I do have planes go over quite a bit, and that was them going by, so I apologize for that. So I called up Universal Coin and Bullion, and they are seeing huge amounts of orders coming in, and that was yesterday. That was yesterday that was happening. And then this morning, we saw that huge price spike. Now, here's what I didn't realize right off. One of the things I do, first of all, though, is when I see a big spike like what we saw today, I instantly check my local places, pawn shops, people that might have something. Maybe they're just trying to sell. I know a lot of people that are collectors like me, and by collectors, I mean stackers. And maybe they've got something that, hey, I'm looking to sell this, for a little extra money. So I do always pick up that stuff. Pawn shops are beautiful because they price their stuff, and that's it. If the price plunges, it's got a price on it. It's fixed. If the price goes up, price is fixed. So that's an awesome reason why I do like pawn shops. I would never personally sell anything to a pawn shop because I think you will probably not get your best price at a pawn shop. But I was lucky enough this morning to put in, to get a bunch more stuff today. I'll be doing a video on that stuff, especially the stuff that's coming in once it gets in. You guys know I like doing package openings. What a lot of people may or may not know, that there is a silver raid going on tomorrow on the 5th, Saturday the 5th. Now, one of the reasons I'm not a fan of these silver raids, at first I kind of like the idea of it. A bunch of us all getting together, we're all putting in our orders at the same time, and we get to hit the market. The bad thing about it is when you advertise, hey, we're all going to do it on the 5th, which is tomorrow, then what you run the risk of seeing is basically prices work their way up on anticipation, and then we all end up paying more. But on the flip side, I like the fact that people are stacking. However, I generally don't like participating in silver raids because I'd rather buy when nobody else is buying. Just the sheer amount of people that there are, if everybody just buys a little bit at their own time, we will still see a gradual incline in price, and not a big one-day jump. Now, am I hoping that this silver jump is going to last? Absolutely. We jumped up to $21. We went up $1 something today. Gold is up. Everything has gone up. But part of me also wonders, is some of this in anticipation and fear out of what's going on with the diesel shortage? Now, for those of you that don't know the diesel shortage that's going on, so I've heard people say, even close friends of mine, there is no diesel shortage. There's still diesel at my gas station. There's still diesel over here. And I even called people up. I apologize if the camera rocks a little bit. It is extremely windy out here. So I called up as far north as Maine, and diesel is almost $6 a gallon. So those of you that don't know, I'm actually from Maine, but I live in Texas now, and sometimes the prices in Maine They don't bother me. I don't care. I'm like, hey, it doesn't matter. I mean, what the price is there, I'm not there right now. However, what a lot of people don't realize is I'm not convinced, first of all, that we're going to run out of diesel. We're not going to run out. Price will solve everything. But the problem with that is, how high is diesel going to go up? I mean, a lot of people may or may not know this, that we just had a huge fire in Corpus Christi, which is not super far from here. It's less than 5 miles from where I'm at right now. And literally, their plant is going to be shut down for a little while. We don't know how long. For those of you that want to check into that, that is the Valero plant in Corpus Christi. They are shut down now. The fire's been put out. It didn't burn it to the ground or nothing, but it is damaged enough that we're going to see at least some sort of a major shutdown for a little while, which is kind of rough for me now on the flip side, because being so close to them, they keep prices kind of in check. If you're up in Maine and you ain't got no facilities near you, they've got to ship it to you, then they've got to truck it to you. Here, they put it on a truck and it's here. I mean, it's next to nothing. They're here in 10 minutes. With that going on, though, what people aren't seeing is, and I had a buddy of mine tell me this, I don't drive a diesel truck, so I ain't worried about it. And to a certain point, I don't drive a diesel truck either. I drive gas. However, diesel is it affects everything. Every single thing you touch, you buy, was probably shipped to you or to your store in a diesel truck. Whether it's a diesel train, a diesel ship, a diesel truck. And in a few weeks, there's rumors now that we're going to see a train strike, a railroad strike. If that happens, that can get really ugly real quick. There's issues now on the Mississippi with drought causing it to make it hard for barges to get to certain areas. That right there makes it difficult enough. And it all comes down to price will solve everything. And it will. But we can guarantee these big companies are going to buy the diesel at any cost. Because at the end of the day, hey, it just costs you more money to get your stuff from point A to point B. You're still going to buy it. I'm still going to buy it. Everybody's still going to buy it. Especially if it's something we need. I might cut down on little things, maybe trinkets, maybe a new frying pan or something like that. But that's not what I'm talking about. Food. Food is the biggest thing. We're already huge on inflation when it comes to food. If you've been prepping now and you take any item, if you're like me and you kind of keep an idea on what you pay for stuff, and you go to the store now and try to buy it, you're going to see that it's gone up and it's going to get worse. I've been saying this all year now. If you prep, you're going to be all right. And a lot more people are starting to wake up now and say, maybe I should prep a little bit. So one of the things I love about this channel, we talk about different topics. Talk a little bit about cryptos, we talk a little bit about NFTs, we talk a little bit about prepping, we talk a lot of different stuff. There are people on the channel that I'm good friends with, both online and in real life. And some of these people that I've really gotten close to, I've talked to, and they're like, I just follow for the silver. And I like silver, and that's it. But now they're asking me, hey, where do you get those bags at? Hey, does it matter? What would you recommend to prep? I highly recommend you guys check out some of the prepping videos on the playlist if you're not a prepper. I'm sure this video will target a lot of preppers that watch that type of content, but this kind of sums up a lot of different stuff in one video. It's going to continue to get bad, and it's going to get worse. We're going into winter. You can expect a lot of homes to need diesel to heat their homes. You can expect to see the diesel shortage continue. The whole situation overseas between Ukraine and Russia, that's going to be using up a lot of our diesel, unfortunately. We're helping them by sending diesel to them, and that's going to make less for us. A I'm not going to get into the politics of all this, of who's right, who's wrong, and what's going on that note, because everybody's got difference of opinions when it comes to politics. But there's no arguing that the shortages are real. They're continuing to get worse. And just going out and preparing by just buying a little bit extra. Now, I heard one comment the other day. It's like, go to the grocery store and just buy a couple extra canned goods. You'll be okay. I hate to say it, if you were doing that all summer, every time you go to the store, you're buying a couple extra canned goods and you're putting in your pantry, then you'll probably have a nice pantry set up now. You'll have some extra stuff. But if you're going out now, we're a step away from people really starting to panic. And when people panic, it's going to be toilet paper shortage all over again. Because now, when they see it in the store, they go to the store and they're telling you again, one can, it doesn't matter. People are going to try to get everything they can at that point. It's sad. We're in a world right now where our money is literally getting destroyed. If we don't change course, it's going to get ugly. People can't picture Venezuela here in the U.S. I can't picture how some people that I know are just all into cash. Literally. I have one friend that he's got a really beautiful savings account, 100% fiat cash, and he's thinking about buying a CD right now with it, and that CD is going to pay 3.25% roughly, when inflation's at 8.5%, 9%. I mean, we're getting hit hard, and we're about ready to see another hard hit. Now, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying if you have extra money and you don't have food supplies extra, you're doing week-to-week shopping, maybe it's time to relook at that, rethink it. Think about just how much food has gone up in the last year, and then picture if this year happens again next year. And my thoughts, things probably won't change in the next 2 years. And then even after that, because an administration dictates basically how things are going. And if we don't see, I know some people out there heard that comment. I might have worded that wrong, and they said, well, no, because if one party wins the House and the Senate and it changes, then things are going to change next week, next month, whatever. However, there's still veto processes. It's difficult unless you hold a majority. Things aren't going to change. And even when they do change, the changes, they take time to go into effect. We're at winter's door now. Some people thought this food facilities, the food processing facilities, was all just rumors. And then we seen it firsthand. It just kept getting worse. And now we're here. Go look at your grocery store. You tell me there's not less product on the shelf. They're not plump full like they used to be. Some people told me, I heard someone say yesterday, the whole diesel shortage, it's a myth. It's just, the news is telling me that that's not real and it's just a rumor. He pulled it up on the internet. Someone said it was a rumor, the news. But the news is not going to panic you. They don't want you to worry. It doesn't do any good. For if everybody all of a sudden panicked today, I'm not worried about everybody. I'm only worried about myself, my loved ones, and you guys. You guys that watch me, you guys are like family to me. That's it, though. I hate to say it. If you get a jump on this and you start buying a little extra at the store, it's not going to go to waste. Maybe in a month, if nothing happens, 2 months, you don't see any change, you can use it. It's canned goods. It's not going to go bad. I mean, it will eventually, but it's not anytime soon. So you got time on your hands. I don't want this video to be too long of a video. I wanted to get some of these points across so you guys can think about it. You guys can talk about it. My prayers go out to everybody. It really does. Because there's a lot of people out there that are not preparing. They're not thinking about their medicine. I mean, I ended up going yesterday. I got some extra medicines and the stuff that I use that's over the counter. I ended up buying extra of all of that. Why? Because if they can't get it, I've got extra. If the price goes up, well, I won't have to feel the price hike right off the bat. I worry. I really do worry about this, and I worry about this for you. But if you guys are prepared, if you've been following the channel for any length of time, you're probably okay if you've been practicing some of this stuff and implementing it, and we'll see what happens. I may go back to doing videos more often now that it is cooling down, and this is big. This is huge. Those of you guys that remember, I was doing videos every day of the week during the whole during the shortages, because it was huge. This is another thing that's ramping up. We're going to talk more about this in the upcoming weeks, especially as stuff starts to continue to break down. Someone said, oh no, government just wants you to worry. They don't want you to worry right now. Let me put it that way. Reason they don't want you to worry, the elections are here. They've already started. Absentee voting has already started, and next week is the bulk of the election. In fact, they want you to think there's absolutely nothing wrong and the system is the best it's ever been. It's never been better, because they want you to feel comfortable when you go in and cast your vote. I'm not telling people how to vote. I don't get into too much of the politics of it. You guys, that's up to you. What I'm worried about is what's coming down the line with the diesel shortages, why silver jumping. I don't want to see people panic and go out and buy crazy amounts of silver all at once if they've already got some. I've got some, but I'm still always accumulating. But I buy, like I've said in other videos, consistency. I don't change my process. I'm always picking up a little something and add it to the stack. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Please hit that thumbs up button if you made it this far. Hit that like. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Y'all have a great day. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.